Good morning. Cheers to Friday. We made it through the week, and that is good news. Let's do a quick update for our Friday morning coffee chat. This is episode 7 of our Friday morning chats. So thank you again for those of you that are watching. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's see. The weekend was Halloween. I went to a luncheon with some of my girlfriends, and luncheon, that makes us sound really fancy. I went to a winery with some ladies. One of my friends here in Oregon has an annual witches lunch, so we all dressed up like witches and we went to a winery. We sat outside and maintained, I guess it was a COVID safety friendly lunch. So we felt good about it, and it was nice to have a glass of wine with some amazing witches that I know. We also took the kids trick-or-treating, which at our house, we set out a table and we put some bags on it. And then we also went trick-or-treating. Our neighborhood is usually like the Halloween neighborhood in our city, and it was sadly very, very, very quiet. But there is one house that does Jello shots every year, and they were alive and kicking. So the kids did get some candy. There were lots of creative solutions on candy, and the adults got some Jello shots, which my daughter then went and told her teacher about on Monday. So good times for Halloween 2020. That seems appropriate for this year, right? Okay, so what else is going on this week? Well, election. We had our pod friends over to have a watch party on Tuesday night, and I think we were all pretty nervous about it. Both they and myself had been to watch parties in 2016, and I think not that we had PTSD, but it was sort of like the parties were very celebratory, and then but towards the end of that evening, for myself particularly, it was just sort of like a slow slide into what is happening. So I think we were all a little apprehensive this year going into our watch party, but we had some wine, we had family dinner, the kids played, we watched ABC, Fox News, MSNBC. We kind of switched around all the channels. I don't know, we kind of still left the night feeling apprehensive, and it's Friday morning, and I have a bottle of champagne in my refrigerator that I'm just like, I thought maybe I would be able to have a celebratory mimosa this morning when they called the election for Biden, but no, not, well, I mean, I guess I could, as all of the states remaining are tipping in his direction, but I also am I don't want to jinx it, or I don't know what, I know that's silly, but I have not popped the bottle yet, so maybe tonight. Ooh, maybe next week. I don't know. It's still waiting there. I guess I don't know what's going to happen. Even if Biden does win the election, it was definitely close, which was expected, or it wasn't a surprise to me, I guess, personally. But it does mean that the country, in my opinion, has a lot of work to do. So I'll be sharing some of what I'm doing as this year finishes out, and into the next 4 years. As I've gotten older, advocacy has become quite a large part of my life. So I am interested in sharing that all with you. Next up, Archive Hive News. We did, I think I mentioned last week that we put some of these postcards out around our neighborhood, and we've gotten some fun responses back, and it just sort of says, tell us about your favorite Halloween memory or costume. And this one says, "Hi, my 7-year-old's favorite costume." And this one says, "Hi, my 7-year-old's favorite costume was a stormtrooper 2 years ago." So these have been really fun to get in the mail and to receive. We also, Nora and I filled out our own Halloween 2020 journal. Can't really see that, but in our highlights, we wrote COVID masks on top of masks, candy chutes or PVC pipe or gutters, tarps, lots of closed houses, but lots of creative solutions as well, as I mentioned. We also noted that Nico was running down the street roaring in his Indominus Rex costume, which was adorable, and that it was our kitty Nova's first Halloween, and she and Nora had matching witch costumes. Also adorable. And I had to note the warm and fresh apple cider donuts that we got this year at the pumpkin patch. So it was pretty fun to archive, and I ordered some pictures of them in their costumes, which I will be placing on this page right here, the last page for this year, and then it's ready for next year. So I'm just gonna put it on my bookshelf, and next year take it out, look at this year, and hopefully Halloween next year will be full of lots of Halloween treats and running around the neighborhood again with open door policy. I also, in happy news, I am still working on my version of the Christmas book, but it is up on Amazon KDP, and I have already sold some of these, and it's so exciting. I haven't done any advertising for it yet, really at all, and so I feel motivated to keep going with my Christmas journal idea. Yay, right? That's good news. So that is, I have my own copies. So I have this big size, and then I have a smaller size, and I have my copies are going to be coming in the mail this weekend. So hopefully next Friday I'll be able to share the actual book with you, and I have several different covers for it as well. So I'll share those next week. Yeah, kind of exciting, right? Okay, to wrap up what we are reading this week, Read Aloud, Harry Potter saga continues. We are about 50% done with the book, and they just had Christmas in the Burrow, and I think I said this last week, but I am reading it with my 12-year-old and my 9-year-old, and in this particular book there's a lot of like crushes and boy girl dating, I guess, and it's been highly entertaining to read with them. I have not really been able to read this week personally because I have obsessively been following election results on Twitter. I am aiming to start and finish this book, Leave the World Behind, this weekend, but I am also trying to give myself grace in this weird anxiety-fueled time. So if I don't get to it, that is just fine. Also, my book club is reading 1984, and I'm trying to listen to that on audio, as an audiobook, and it's stressing me out a little bit. So that also has been put on hold right now. Maybe I will continue it after we get a confirmed election result. We are watching, what are we watching? Oh, we are still very slowly making our way through Schitt's Creek. We're still in season 3, and it is still amazing. It is such a nice comedic relief when everything else feels a little bit all over the place and stressful with COVID and the election. So it's just a lovely show. And last but not least, our do-good item of the week. I, instead of rage donating, which is what I had been doing last month with financial help for candidates running in 2020. I am rage donating to other causes, which is nice since the first of the month, since it's, past the first of the month, I have a certain amount of money earmarked for donations every month. And this month I am giving to the Black Fairy Godmother. You can find her on Instagram. I will put her Instagram link below in the comments. She basically, her name is Simone, and she basically funnels money to people who need it. They write to her with their specific needs, and usually it's either food or rent assistance to avoid eviction. And she's also doing a Thanksgiving drive right now, and so she posts the need. She posts where to send money, Venmo, PayPal, to answer the call for specific funds, and then she posts receipts, and she posts how screenshots of who she helped and how she helped. So if you are looking for somewhere to give in this month of Thanksgiving, I highly recommend checking out the Black Fairy Godmother. All right, guys, I think we did it. YouTube video 7 success. Happy Friday from this me and this cute plant lady mug. Quarantine has made me a plant lady, and I'm not sorry about it. Have a good weekend, y'all.